Yo, what is up, guys? This is the Brickdo here, and we have a very interesting announcement coming from Lego and Epic Games. Yes, they're going to be partnering up as they build a place for kids to play in the metaverse. Now, this announcement, I think, got a lot of backlash, and I think a lot of it was warranted. I think there's a lot of either concerns with this, or it just doesn't seem like, something necessarily Lego should necessarily do and really fits the brand necessarily. And I can kind of discuss those and also talk about maybe some of the reasons Lego decided to go this route. But Epic Games, as you guys probably know, is most probably famous for Fortnite, and also having their Unreal Engine 5 platform, which helps a lot of like the indie game makers make those really like immersive like 3D games. So they're known for that platform as well. And I think one of the interesting aspects about this, and I think the part that's getting a lot of criticism, is just even like the title of this stuff, where it's like, build a place for kids to play in the metaverse. And then if you just read through the article, it's just, we're creating engaging digital experiences for kids of all ages to enjoy together. And we're going to build amazing opportunities and all that. It's just a lot of fluff in this announcement, not a lot of concrete information. That's a lot of stuff we've heard about, about metaverse so far in Web3. And I think this just is the same exact deal, where it's like, okay, there's a partnership and it's going to be long term and it's going to be all these amazing things, but what is it actually? And I think that that's still yet to be seen, as to what this is going to actually unfold as and what we can expect. And most importantly too, I think that both metaverse and Web3 does have some negative connotation as it relates to like NFTs and things like that, where I think maybe a large audience of Lego like kind of taking a step back from that sort of digital world and enjoying that sort of hands-on build experience and things like that. And then two, I think, is just the second part to discuss here is why Lego would maybe do something like this. And we've seen Lego sort of strike out with a lot of their own apps and digital platforms. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea for Lego to do those things, or to keep on trying to find that sort of digital space where they can prosper for long into the future, as they feel like this is something they need to do to kind of be sustainable going forward, or at least at some point in the future that they'll have to kind of make that crossover to some extent. And they filled a bunch on their own, so it seems like they basically are teaming up with Epic Games, one of the largest platforms for building large 3D worlds and things like that. So I think all that sort of criticism is warranted, but then there's sort of that flip side where it's like, hey, Lego's tried this by themselves and they've struck out. And I think too, another sort of side issue with Epic Games is specifically with some of their games like Fortnite, things like that, is they are like the kings of microtransactions and all that stuff. And I think, for a place like Lego, that's this is going to be geared towards kids, as they talk about in this announcement. And I think talking about how it's going to be a great digital experience and safe for kids and family friendly, I mean, it's hard to see this not being a just place to really rake in some money on some microtransactions related to whatever they end up creating in the metaverse together. So I think that is another point where people are kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. And I'm kind of in that same boat. I do think Lego needs to maybe do something in the digital space. I don't really feel like it's like a necessary thing, maybe as much as Lego themselves feels like it is, or that they feel like they need to do that to be future proof. But I don't know. I'm just a little bit surprised about this partnership, and maybe them not choosing to go with someone else who maybe, like I said, is just not as known for like those microtransactions and even being connected to a game like Fortnite and things like that is shooting and whatnot, that Lego has very strayed away from quite a lot. So overall, just a lot of interesting things to consider with this, but mostly it's a lot of fluff right now. I think it'll be interesting just to see how it plays out. I'm not really like worried about it, but definitely just, I think, got a lot of backlash, and I think honestly a lot of it's probably warranted, some of it not, but most of it is, I think. So that's one of my thoughts on this whole thing. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, this is Brick Joe signing off.